Hi, this is Jen from Books, Bargains, Blessings, and this is what I sold in January of 2018. First up, I don't know who would even want to cross-stitch something this ugly, but it's a cross-stitch pattern. It sold for $15. I believe I picked it up for $1. I like selling unique patches. You can tell if they have never been used, if they're kind of stiff. This is a United States Figure Skating Association Basic Skills Program patch. I picked it up for $1. I sold it for $7.99 on sale. A while back, I found a whole stack of sealed CDs at 25 cents each. This is from that. It's The Bridge by Anthony Evans. It's a new sealed CD. I paid 25 cents for it. I sold it for $13. Fitz Floyd is a brand of coffee mug I often look for. I was a little disappointed that this one was not one of their more high-priced ones. I did sell it on sale for $14.99, and I believe I paid $1 for that. This is a 4T Snoopy Peanuts Snow Bagel sweatshirt hoodie for a toddler. It's vintage. I believe I paid 25 or 50 cents for it. Somebody sent me a best offer of $5, and I think I've had it on for like 4 or 5 years. I know my mother was still alive when I posted it, and since I got an offer, I was like, I'm just going to take whatever they offer, and that was $5. When Family Christian stores went out of business, I bought pretty much every soundtrack, accompaniment track that they had. They were on sale on clearance for 10 cents each. This is something that people use at church. It's kind of like karaoke. It's an accompaniment track so that you will be the one singing, but you have professional music playing. And I paid 10 cents for this. I sold it during a 50% off sale, so I got $5 for it. I had bought a couple of sleeves. Each sleeve had 24 of these Pittsburgh tiles in it. They're really tiny. I don't know if somebody's going to use them for crafting or, actually in construction of their home or what. But there was 24 per sleeve. I sold 2 sleeves of them for a total of $50, and I still have 1 sleeve left. So if you're looking for some Pittsburgh tiles, this has got Point State Park on it, nice skyline view, come visit my store. This was a really surprising ornament to me. I love ornament lots, like where you buy a gallon-sized bag and it's filled with Christmas ornaments. This one really surprised me because I did not know that Kurt Adler had ever made any Christmas ornaments with corn husks. This is a mouse with a frying pan. I paid $1 for like the entire bag that I got this out of, and this one sold for $18. I'm kind of thinking the last ones I might have accidentally included in my what sold in December, but I can't remember, and they actually sold in January, so I'm putting them in again. Even if I did put them in before, they actually sold in January. I sold 2 buttons and a magnet of American Ninja Warrior from season 10 in 2010. I had gotten these free. I had hosted a house party through houseparty.com, and these were leftovers from my party, and I'm trying to clear out. I'd love to be able to move sometime. And so I just threw them on eBay, and I got a total of $12 for 2 of these pinback buttons and 1 magnet. And here's the magnet. I did end up taking a best offer. It all went to the same person, and they offered $4 per item. And it was just, I thought I can get rid of these, and they all shipped to the same person, so shipping was easy. In December, I mentioned the big tub of craft patterns that I bought off of Craigslist for $65. This was part of it. It's a polar bear holiday cross-stitch design pattern, Dillan Adler by Custom Crafts. It's adorable. And I don't know that I would pay $35 for it. I mean, I know I wouldn't pay $35 for it, but somebody did, and that and a couple of other sales that I've made have already paid me back for the $65 that I spent on the entire tub. And I still have plenty of patterns to list. This is a set of Kate Spade correspondence note cards. Kate Spade, New York. They don't open up. They're just a flat card, and you write in between the quotes. I paid $2 for these at a Barnes & Noble clearance, and I sold them on sale at $14.99. This is a listing I have had up for a very long time. This is a cross-stitch pattern, and I believe you use beads that are included to make this. I believe I paid $1 for it. It sold for $10. Not as good of a return on investment as I would like, especially since it sat for a few years, but still, it's a sale. This is another in the series. I do not know why I had one listed at $11.99 and one at $9.99, but it's from the same series. This is a snowman with a bird, and it sold to the same person, and I don't have any more of these. So, again, I paid $1 for this one. This was a brooch that I bought. It's a pin with a house and snow and the Christmas carriage. It's gold toned. I thought it would do better than this. I paid $2 for it. I sold it for $11.99 on sale. I'm okay with that. I would have liked to have made a little bit more, but it's still a nice profit. This is an embroidery kit from 1976. It actually sold to Holland, the Netherlands, over in Europe. Postage is very high overseas, especially since they changed the rates here recently, and they went up. This is out of that $65 tub that I bought, and I was offered $15 for it, and I thought I'd go ahead and sell it, and it helped pay for the entire tub. This has got to be one of the most unique items I have ever come across while doing eBay. This is a 1970 University of Pittsburgh yearbook. I had it for a very, very long time, probably around 3.5 years. And when an offer came in for $30, I went ahead and took it. I think I could have probably held out and gotten full price of $79.99 for this, but I wanted it out of the house. This is so unique because up here you can see this is a folder. There were little tiny soft cover books inside. This is inside the main book, and this is what the kit looked like when you opened it up. There's a book of seniors, sports. It's a neat folder yearbook kind of thing. I have never seen another yearbook like this, and it was so unique. I really thought I could get more for it, but $30 when I paid $1 or $2 for it, I can't complain, especially as long as it was sitting here, and I'm happy with that. This is an Abeka Civics Activity book for 8th grade. It was unused. I sold it for $12.99. I had picked it up at a garage sale that was supporting a charity. There was tons of stuff that I put together like on their half price day and just offered $100 for, which is way more than it probably was priced, on a full price day. But I knew what I was buying was very good items. And since it was for charity, I didn't have any problem with that. So I would say I probably paid about 50 cents for this, and I sold it for $13. One hint I will give you is down here when you are selling homeschool items, right down here in the corner, there is a number. Those numbers correspond with a certain series. Put that number in your listing because that will cut down on a lot of questions and people will be able to tell if your book matches that series. The Prairie Schooler is a cross-stitch pattern company that went out of business within the last year or so. I always pick up Prairie Schooler cross-stitch patterns when I see them. This one is, of course, out of print. All Prairie Schooler patterns are out of print. It was from 1995. I did take a best offer on it. I paid a quarter and I sold it for $15. If you watched my what sold in December 2017 video, you'll see that I had bought a whole stack of Joyce Meyer preaching CDs at $2.99 each. This is another one of those. This one sold for $14.99. This was one of my problem sales in January. It sold for $20 on sale or best offer or something. And I had stated that, the kit was opened, but there was, the yarn with it and all of that. Well, the yarn did not match the kit, and there was no red in it. And the lady who bought it wanted $7 so she could order the red, and I just refunded her money, so I ended up getting like $13 out of this, and I paid $1 or $2. These were a couple of pewter Christmas ornaments that came in one of those bags of, just random Christmas ornaments that thrift shops will throw together. I would not have paid more than $1 or $2 for the entire bag. This sold for $14.99, and, there were several ornaments from that bag that I listed. So this was just one of the items from that. This was another headache item. My husband had helped me take some pictures. I couldn't find where he had put the items he had taken pictures of. I could not find this Little Red Riding Hood ornament, and it sold for $12.99. I ended up having to buy one off of Etsy for $16. So I didn't make anything on this. I relisted it, and I hope that the original one that I paid like 50 cents for can help me make back some of the money that I lost because I couldn't find where my husband put the stuff that he photographed. So yeah, another one of those I can't believe I did that eBay item moments. I thought this was adorable when I bought it. It's a cheese shaker in the shape of a mouse, and it's holding a frog. I have had this thing it's not been listed, but I've had it for probably 6 or 7 years. I did have it listed at one point. My mother then went into ICU for about 14 days, and everything was so crazy at that point in time, I let all of my listings drop off. So when I relisted this here recently, I put it on for $17.99. I got an offer right away for $13. It took up more of the shelf space than I would like. I like smalls. This was not a small, so I sold it for $13. This was my most quick sale and fun sale of the month of January. These are not exactly cards. They are cardstock that fold up and you put the star seal on them. I paid 50 cents for a box, and I sold it within 2 hours of listing it. It sold for $35, full asking price, and I'm left thinking, should I have charged more? So that's what I sold in January. I will have February up soon. Thank you. Have a great day.